Good morning or good afternoon, wherever in the world you might be. Welcome back to another Do More Life live stream. This time we're going to be talking about traveling and Thailand. You can also include my phone's dinging again. I guess that's a good thing. Uh, we can also talk about pretty much anything you want to as an open forum. Before I begin, I would like to read a statement. Some people are telling me that in the comment section, hi Robert, um, they are trying to inform me that they want me to stay on topic, they want me to do this, they want me to do that. And I would like to read a statement really quickly. For those people, I understand your frustration. However, these live chats that I hold are there to build a community and make people feel part of that community. That is why I operate the live stream the way that I do. I am very sorry if it's uncomfortable for you. Please enjoy the rest of the content on the channel. Feel free to look at the other, I don't know, 300, 400 videos I have that are not live streams and take your pick for the content. So, that being said, let's buckle up for a little live stream here. And I really want you guys to ask some questions or to talk about your own experience and that kind of thing. Okay, Richard, no audio, but there. Yes, the hat is back, John. Ty Guy, what's up, man? Good to see you. Thank you for your comment. I read it. Yeah, the 1 million view hat is back. It's now the 2.4 million view, but who's counting, right? Bucket hat in the house, that's for sure. Let me give go more hike at wrench here. Cody says, good timing. Pizza just got here. That is good timing. I hope I can get that lucky today. I'm going to try to order some delivery. For some reason, I haven't been able to do that. Troy G, good day. Good day to you, man. Henry, hello. Hope you're doing well. Ty says, this has been your style and has been for a long time. Absolutely. Gilmore Heights says, good timing on the live stream. I just finished dinner. That's great, man. That's great. No, my insurance does not cover dental or vision. Cody, that's a good question. My insurance does not cover dental or vision. Chris says, Rice Field Works hat looks great. Thanks, man. I bought this near the Myanmar border for, I think, 150 baht or something like that. And I was wearing it in a video that just happened to get almost 2.5 million views. So every once in a while, I'll bring it back. Hey, Roger. Good to see you, man. Workers. Yeah, I got you, Chris. I know exactly what you meant. Hello, Mr. RU Experience. Good to see you in here. And we're just adding people to the core and adding people adding to the question and answer. So I'm hoping that so we get some new people in here and they have some legitimate, serious questions for sure. Feel free to hit the thumbs up button if you know you're going to enjoy this content, because you know you are. Hello, are you experienced? And I see your hello in there. My main man Cody is in the house. Glad to see him, and Richard, of course, Roger, all you boys. Thank you for stopping by. I don't have any super news for you today, other than I did read an article in Bangkok. Bangkok Jack. I read another article that just came out that said it had some devastating numbers on Pattaya as far as the tourism goes. You know, I did that a long time ago, and the tourism is now, instead of being 20% lower, it's 40% lower, according to the sources. So that may be something you guys are interested in. I'm not sure. Henry says, what's the topic tonight? Well, the topic is travel, Thailand, and question and answer. That's it. If you want to talk travel, we can talk travel. If you want to talk just Thailand, we can talk Thailand. We can also talk Philippines if you want to. Thank you for putting up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? I appreciate that. Let's start this puppy off right. That'd be good. Go More Hike says, can you use more photos of your buddy as thumbnails? The lady in the miniskirt from the Listen to Me video. Yeah, I could, but those pictures are so old. The pictures that I have of her are so old. I don't know. She's headed this direction not too long from now over the holidays. I'm going to try to get her to stop in here at Thailand, and if she does, I'll have her sit down on the live stream with me. You guys will love her voice. Her voice is just like, I don't know. Yeah, you'll love her voice. That's not a bad idea though. Go More Hike. Michael says, hello, this is Joe from Facebook. Thanks again for your help. I've decided to, I don't know what that word means, but okay, you're welcome, Joe. Chris says hobo is in Pattaya. Not sure what that means exactly, but okay. I'm gonna remove that comment just for the safety. Tourism going down the tubes. Yep, I've heard that. Single Dad says put the prices up 40%. We came to the conclusion a long time ago that Thai economics is very different from the rest of the world. And what I mean by that is, you would think when you're having a hard time economically, when your country or when your tourism state. Hey, Tommy, good to see you, bro. You drop your wrench in there. When you go to most places, if they were having the problems that Thailand seems to be having in terms of tourism, they would lower the rates to get the people in there. But instead, over here, they jack the rates up, which is kind of I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it's Thailand. They do what they want to do, and I'm a guest here. I follow whatever rules they say. Cody says, at an optometrist, do you have to get a yearly checkup for your eyes like here, or can you keep using the same prescription? Talking mainly about contacts. I wish I could answer that, Cody, but I just don't know. If anybody in here knows anything about optometry over in Thailand, please let Cody know, because I don't have an optometrist. I just buy the regular, the ones you pull off the shelf, the magnification glasses. So I'm not sure, to be honest with you. Roger says, how do you get your criminal history report for visas? Just go to local police and ask for what? You can get them you can apply for them online, but I've gotten all mine done through Bangkok because the job that I've had teaching, they did all that for me. I didn't have to worry about it. So not 100% sure. Maybe somebody will tell you. Gomer Hike says, yes, an interview with her would be great. Yes, it would be great. It would be great. And of course, I would have some new pictures over to put as the thumbnail, and that would be awesome. Most are saying tourism down about 40%. Yep, that's it, Cody. Roger says, I have no criminal history. we didn't think you did, Roger. Tommy's in the house. Hello to Mr. Tommy J. Glad to see you, bro. Gomer Hike says, any more stories about being a teacher, like something funny or inspiring that happened to you? I covered the pretty much the inspiring stories yesterday, and I can't think of anything else. It's really, I've had a few funny things happen, especially with the second school I've been at. They have some really funny kids. And it's a lower grade, so the kids are younger. And I've always said, if you want to hear the absolute truth about yourself, either talk to somebody that's drunk or a kid, right? And in teaching, you find that you find a lot of honesty when that happens. So um, yeah, that's about the only thing I can think of. Henry says anti-productive. It is uh, anti-productive. I'm not sure what that means, brother. Um, Cody says all I've ever had was one speeding ticket last 20 years. I figure retirement visa shouldn't be a problem. Oh no. They're not gonna have anything like that because I got speeding tickets on my record too. They're looking for now if you have a DWI or something like that, depending on what type of visa you're applying for, they may um, they may have a problem with that. They may not. I don't know, but I don't think so. Thumbs up, everybody. Says go more height. Henry says, what is the age range of American teachers over there? Of American teachers, I would say all the way from I just graduated college at 24 to some of the American teachers I've met over here are in their mid to late 50s. So really, there's no definitive answer I can give you on that one either. It's a broad range, Henry. That's a very good question, but I don't really know how to answer it thoroughly and completely for you, and I apologize for that because there's no specific age range. Uh, the some kids graduate college and they come over here because they want to travel and that kind of thing, and then they figure out that well they're not really traveling because they're working 40 hours a week just like they would at home, and they go back home. Others enjoy, they come, they work so they can pay the bills, and they travel on the weekends and that kind of thing. That's what I've been doing up until recently. But that's about to change too, but that's a whole nother topic. Um, let's see. Pink Man says, at Cody, yes, no problem using old RX. Oh, talking about the glasses. Okay, cool. Good. Henry says, oh, I read that. Cody says, my economics is when it's down 40% like it usually is this time of year. Cut my labor prices at least 25%. Thai economics seems the opposite, and they are. They're the opposite of that. I don't understand how it works, why it works. I don't understand why they do that, but that's the way they do it, and it seems to always work out for them. So, like I said, I'm just a guest here, man. Thai Guy Bryce says, I miss Second Road and Sabi Resort, but I think Pattaya has grown old on me. It does that very fast. It can grow old very, very fast. Only really good thing I like about Pattaya is I know the city pretty well, and when I go there, I'm fairly comfortable. Henry says, the Thai way of doing things with raising rates. Yep. Bo says, hello, Bo. I don't know if I said hey to you. What do you think the best language school in Bangkok is? Probably something like ECC, I would imagine, because they're pretty much everywhere. I've never taught at a language school, so I don't know. This is just based off my experience with people that have taught in language schools, and that would be something like ECC there's so many of them. The different brands of language schools or different companies of language schools. I would go online to kind of look at different variables to figure that out. Black Bolt, what's up, man? Glad to see you plan for the YouTube cleanup. I did, brother. I did, and I planned very well because we have had no issues. No issues. Henry says being anti-productive. I still don't know what you're talking about, Henry, but I'll take your word for it. Cody says, I had a DWI when I was 22 years ago, but it was expunged and then it's not there. It only has come up once when I had an interview on a state job. I actually got the job, but didn't take it because you took a better one. I'm guessing what you're trying to say. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. I would not be too concerned about that at all. Gilmore Hike says, how did it take you to be able to ride a motorcycle over there, getting used to road rules? Well, not long, because I only lived, when I moved here, I moved to Bangkok first, and I was only here for about 6 weeks. And when I went to Rayong, I pretty much had to have transportation. So I walked to school for the first, I think, 2.5 weeks, and then I bought a secondhand Honda Click, and I've been driving ever since. So it's just one of those. It's kind of scary in the beginning because Thailand's reputation for their roads, so you just have to be careful. That's all. Scott, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Good to see you. Hey, Ross. I was in Pattaya for a night this past week. Very depressing to see. I've heard that. I have heard that. Who let the dogs out? My wife and kids. That's funny. Thai guy Brian says, I love Nakhon Pathom. It's a out 45 minutes outside of Bangkok. So it's outside, about 45 minutes outside of Bangkok. I got you. Okay. I have to keep some of these names in mind because these are some of the places I'm going to go visiting in March and in April for sure. Ross says, best advice for driving here, whatever you think someone would normally do, they won't do it. That's so true. I think defensive driving is driving here in Thailand is the epitome of learning how to drive defensively. Good morning, Stuck in Florida. How long did it take you to learn the Frogger method for crossing the road? It's the little things that I struggle with. It's difficult here. And another thing here is they will actually give you, what's that called? Jaywalking tickets. So you can actually get a ticket for not walking in a crosswalk. You have to be very careful, for sure. What else we got? Ross says, Gilmore Height Frogger crossing happens even at Tesco Lotus parking lot. That's so true. That's very true, Ross. Another Steve, welcome to the chat. It seems pointless to live by the ocean that you can't swim in. How far from Pattaya do you have to go where you feel comfortable swimming in the water? Well, first, I live in Bangkok. I don't live in Pattaya. But me personally, I would say Jomtien, you would have to go to the next town down to feel comfortable swimming to the water. If that's your thing, getting into the water. Now, with that being said, there are plenty of islands off the coast of Pattaya, and you can go out there and swim in the water, no problem. You just take a ferry or get your private boat and go to, do your thing. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you, man. Doing well. Hope you are. Carl. Hey, Carl. Good to see you, man. I don't think I saw you yesterday. Cody says, Nakhon Pathom, north of Bangkok and borders Vietnam, separated by a river. Check out No Time to Be Sad's channel is pretty much there. Okay. I got you. I watch him. You talking about Chuck and Paige? I watch them quite frequently. So I didn't realize that's where they were, but that's cool. Rob says, "What is the situation of tourist visa limits per year in Thailand?" Okay, as I understand it, You can be here for a total of 6 calendar months out of the year on a tourist visa. That's it. And that includes stamps or tourist visas. I believe you can get a multi-entry tourist visa that can allow you to stay a little bit longer, but I'm not 100% certain about that, so don't hold me to that. I would go to thaivisa.com and read up on the tourist visas and how long you can stay in Thailand legally. That's a great question, though, Rob. Great question. Let's see here. Gilmore Hike says, I feel like making a joke. They have crosswalks. This is news to me. Yeah, I know, right? Roger says, my lady friend is from Nakhon, lives in, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. That must be up north. Yeah, all that's up north, I think. Ross says he lives 20 minutes from the beach in Rayong and the water is beautiful to swim in. I agree. It is. Or get Rockman and take his boat out like I did. That's right. Rockman is a private boat driver in Pattaya. He has his own boat, and you hire him, and he'll take you to as many islands as you want to go to. And you can go out there and swim in some pristine water. I mean, you can hit Kolarn, you can hit Kopai, you can hit so many of those little islands out there he can take you to. So that's always a good option. Roger says, how long a drive is it from Rayong to Bangkok? That depends. If you're on a motorbike, it's like 6 hours. And if you can use the toll roads on in a car, you can get there in about 3 hours. I would say about 3 hours. Yeah, roughly 3 hours. Maybe even a little bit shorter. Just depends. Edison, hello, good morning. Do you know how much they pay English teacher in Bangkok? That always depends on the school. You can expect, if you just have a bachelor's degree and a teaching certificate like a TEFL or TESOL, you can expect to start out somewhere between 25 and 35,000 baht, somewhere in that neighborhood. Get a little experience under your belt, you might go up into the 40s. And if you stay with the company long enough, you might finish up in the 50s or 60s. Now, if you have a degree in education or you have a master's degree in education, then you might teach somewhere like REPS, for example, which starts at 60,000 a month. And you would be good to go. Or an international school where you can make up to 100,000 a month or more, depending on your tenure there. Unfortunately, my degree is not in education. Henry, good to see you, bud. Okay, Ross, 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, good. I was right. Nice to know. Cody says one of Chuck and Paige's videos, they were renting a 1,500 square foot home for 3,000 baht a month or 3,500 with AC, and it was very nice. Wow. Thanks for putting the PayPal link up again. Are you experienced? Appreciate it. Yozi says, are you coming back to the States or planning on staying in Thailand for a while? Definitely planning on staying in Thailand for a while. I have no reason to return to the States right now. Definitely, I haven't really been anywhere in Thailand that I wanted to go. I mean, I've seen quite a few places between Koh Samet and this side of Bangkok, which is the western side of Bangkok. I've been to way up north near the Myanmar border. I've seen a few towns up there, but I haven't been to Samui or Chiang Mai or there's just so many places that I haven't been to yet. And until I get to those places, I'm probably going to stay here until I complete my mission of actually, traveling Thailand, which is what I'm always trying to do. Henry said, ooh, hang on, went real fast. Henry said, did you check out the Thai King coronation event at the Chow Palm River? I did not. They had so many roads closed around here, and I just tried my best to get home. So I did not check that out, unfortunately. I think it was about over. Anyway, well, we have our first contribution of the day. 555. Thank you very much. I assume that's oh, he's just laughing. Thank you, Mr. 555. Appreciate that very much. That's funny. $5.55. If you guys don't get it, that's like 555 LOL. That's funny. Let's see. What else? Our experience says Jeremy and Ross did the drive in 3 hours or so, but Ross is like Google's Pisano. That's funny. Rob says, if you're an English teacher in Thailand, do they care if you teach online on the side? Do they care if you teach English online on a tourist visa? If you're teaching online on a tourist visa, you're technically breaking the law because you're technically working in Thailand and you're not permitted to do that on a tourist visa. If you have a work permit, however, a work permit gives you a lot of flexibility as to what you can do as long as you stay within your related field. So if you, for example, if you haven't had an education or you had a teacher's work permit from a school anywhere, then it would be very unlikely, in my opinion, that because they broaden the scope of that work permit, in my opinion, it would be very unlikely that immigration would penalize you for that. You can check integritylegal.com for more information on that. He also talks about having YouTube channels and that kind of thing. So probably get a better answer there. But me personally, I've never worried about it because I've always had a work permit, except for the first 6 weeks I was here. So, it is what it is. It's just one of those things that you either get it or you don't. Got another one coming in here, Mr. Roger McGee. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Got a little contribution to the channel there. There was no note left on this one, but I'm not sure what it means. I'll cover his name up because I don't recognize his name. But this is 884 or no 888. I'm not sure what all the eights mean, but I know you guys got something. It means something to you guys. Thank you guys for contributions. I very, very much appreciate it. Henry says, do you have a retirement plan, savings plan? I'm currently working on that, Henry. Yeah, so the answer is yes, but it's not implemented yet. That's about the best I can give you right now. Mario and B, hello, good morning, good evening to you, wherever you are, and I hope you guys are doing great. That's right, go more hike. And let's see here. What do we have? Russ was talking about the drive. We did the drive in 3.5 hours, but had pit stop in Pattaya. Had we drove direct, it would have been less than 3. I got home from the move in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Only traffic was to the expressway. That's awesome. Cody says, I remember y'all driving in 3.5 hours, including to Bangkok, including stopping once for gas and once for Subway. Stay about 3 hours. Yep, stay about 3 hours. That's true. Yes, I do have a work visa. Tommy says, let's make JC laugh. 555. Well, I think you already did that, right? Yeah, I want to see Chiang Mai. I definitely do. Carl says, was at Phuket, Kata Beach last week. After being in Bangkok, would not recommend Kata Beach. There's a creek that has sipping sewage that runs into the water when there's a high tide. No good. Yeah, that in Pattaya, right down by the beer garden, they have an open pipe where sewage runs into the water. So I understand. DoMoreLife says, if you like cornbread, hit the thumbs up button. I wonder if I can hit the thumbs up button myself. Is that possible? No, I can't do that. But I love me some cornbread. Don't you guys get me going. Let's see. How's your Thai language coming along? It's actually coming along a little bit better now that I've moved into Bangkok, because I'm eating a lot of street food and I'm meeting a lot of very interesting people. And I'm learning some words that I haven't learned before, for sure. Cody says, are there Thai companies that you can subcontract English teaching online? I won't need that. I'll be 50, but just curious in case retirement visas ever changes. That sounds like it would be a possibility, but you would have to create your own business with a non-B visa. And I'm not sure if you could get a work permit for that or not. That's a really good question, Cody. This is why I have these Q&As, because it helps me go look and dig and find information. Yeah, we all know who that was. Henry says, do you have any financial problems living with your English teaching job? Are you able to afford living a somewhat Western lifestyle? Well, if I had to live on just my teaching income, I would barely scrape by. Fortunately, this channel, the AdSense from this channel, not the contributions from you guys and Super Chat or PayPal, not any of that. But fortunately, the AdSense adds a little bit of money each month, and it helps me just cruise right on through. So the few American bills that I still have usually is taken care of by AdSense. So that's a good question. Lee, hi Lee. Lee is if you guys don't know Lee, loyal follower, basically a full-time contributor. Very much appreciate him, and super excited to have you in here, Lee. So thanks for showing up, man. Really appreciate it. And thanks for yesterday. In case you didn't get my email, I did send you an email. So I appreciate it very much. Ross says, JC, learning to say Pasa Thai, or how to say in Thai. Pasa Thai. Also learned to say Michael G. It means I don't understand. Michael G. These are good, helpful pieces of information that I need to really work on. And I think what I'm going to start doing in my spare time is working on how to say some stuff. Then I'm going to get on a live stream and I'm going to say it. And for those of you that know the Thai language and that can speak it quite fluently, or pretty much fluently, I'm going to let you correct me online. And I'm going to look into the StreamYard thing, so maybe I can get some guests on here on the live stream, so it's not just me rambling. Hey Joseph, good morning, buddy. How did you get injured or anything in the typhoon that came through in the Philippines? I assume you're still over there. I was wanting to ask you that, and I absolutely just forgot. So I hope you and your family are well and did not get affected by that. Rob says, have you heard about people being denied education visa to study Thai language in Thailand? I absolutely have. It seems to be becoming more and more of a problem to get an educational visa here. I don't know why, but I have read in the Thai visa forums that there are a lot of problems associated with the educational visas. The main thing would be you want to make sure that you get a reputable educational facility and you have all your paperwork in line before you get before you apply for your educational visa. And they're not, for some reason, they seem to not let them go, 9 months, 1 year, year and a half like they used to. So I don't know. I don't know what the backstory is on that. I just know that they've kind of cracked down on it a little bit. Lee got the email. Great, 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 great. I was just making sure because I always like to make sure people understand my gratitude. Good White says hello, Joseph, and Bo says, "Can you learn the Thai language at a university in Thailand?" I imagine you could. There are courses there that teach Thai, but it would be expensive. It would be very expensive. Not just the visa, but the tuition for the school. That would probably be expensive. But there's no reason why you. I don't think why you couldn't. Um, you would probably have to go to a place like Assumption University or something like that. Something that's very well known and creditable. Good question, Bo. Cody says, I figure 1,000 USD would cover bills and food each month. Anything you wanted to do extra would have to be very inexpensive activities, living on just a teaching salary. Yeah, I think 1,000 would probably cover. I'm gonna do a cost of living video. That's what I'll do. I'll do a cost of living video for you guys, and we'll see. We'll see if 1,000 would cover it. That's pretty close, Cody. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Ross says, get Maggie Travels to come online with you. She is a ratings grabber. I bet she is. I bet she is. That's not a bad idea either. Tommy says, Cody, I would say 2,000. That somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000, if you're living a modest lifestyle over here, somewhere between what you two guys have said is the right answer, in my opinion. Cody says, yeah, Maggie has a very good personality and knowledge. She can relate to Franks. That's even better. Go More Hike. I've taken Thai lessons online before over Skype video chat. I picked up a few phrases. It was a good learning experience, but I couldn't spend the time to get good at it. Yeah, it's hard unless you're immersed in the culture. That's why I never, after 7 semesters of Spanish and 2 of Portuguese, I still can't put together a sentence in each one because I never got immersed in the language itself. Our experience says, I can get Maggie if you are interested. We're very good friends. I'm definitely interested. I got to get the stream. I've got to get the StreamYard set up on my YouTube, and I don't know how to do that. So maybe somebody that does could send me a message and talk me through it. But yes, love to get Maggie on here. George says, hi, Jeremy. How are you today? I am great. Hope you are. Joseph says, it was just a rainy, windy day, nothing heavy. All us further south was bad. Oh, okay. All right. Well, at least you got through it, buddy. Ross is laying out a good point here. He says, Tommy, good budget to be comfortable, being able to travel, get around, and not feel tight is about 75,000 baht a month. And I completely agree with that, Ross. I think that's a comfortable living over here. I really do. Roger says, I'm also taking online Thai lessons. That's good, guys. It's good that you're learning some stuff before you get here. That's great. Henry says, are there foreign jobs that can make over 100,000 baht a month, 200,000 baht a month? Sure. You just have to find the right company to work for. They exist over here, but getting the job and working the job, you still have to have work permit, and you have to have the correct visa. That's a good point. Michael says, hi, how about volunteer visa? Yeah, you can definitely get a volunteer visa, but you still have to have a work permit on a volunteer visa. So you would have to go online and find a volunteer organization over here and get them to it's not really employ you, but get them to bring you into their organization, and then they would apply, or you would apply for a work permit, because even though you're a volunteer, you still have to have a work permit on a volunteer visa. Gilmore Hike says, and there's a bunch of YouTube videos about learning the Thai language. That's true, there is. Roger says, missed the last class as teacher was in hospital for food poisoning. Uh-oh, that happens. So Pink Man says, hang on, where are we? RE language, I'm fluent. Didn't want group lessons in class. Hired the principal of a Thai language school to tutor me. There you go, man. If you can afford it, that's definitely the way to go. Ross says, Henry, there are, but most are the petrochemical or medical field. I agree. Pete Man says, FYI, lived here a long time, currently on Thai elite visa, but also currently moving to Vietnam. Understood. And if you don't know what the elite visa is, go to thaivisa.com. They have a lot of information for you there. I'm not going to go through all that today because most of the people that are in the chat probably can't afford an elite visa, even the 5-year one. So we'll keep moving on. Ross has a question about the elite visa, though he could afford it. He says, did you feel the elite visa was a good investment? Our experience is Maggie was in Bangkok for a month. She just went to Phuket again, but we'll be back at the end of December. That's great because I have a couple of days off, I think, at the beginning of January. Pink Man says, is answering Ross's question. It worked for me because I travel a lot and great service and perks. Cool. Go More Hike says, I'm about ready for the Jeremy and Prince team up. That would be cool. Definitely cool. George says it cost me $40,000 for 2 months over there, Jimmy. It cost you $40,000, like US dollars, for 2 months over here. Wow, what did you do? That's a substantial amount of money. For here, are you sure you don't mean 40,000 baht? Because that would make. That would be 20,000 baht a month, and while that's on the very, very low end of the spectrum, it could still be doable if you live very, very cheap. Our experience says yes. Go More Hype. That would be awesome too. I agree. Cody says, knock on wood, I've noticed you don't have colds like you did in Rayong. Maybe your lungs aren't accustomed to fresh air. Actually, it's because it's this stuff that I make. I take it every day, or I drink a bottle of it every day. And it is full of all kinds of immune boosters. And that where I work, there are far less interaction with so many kids that are sick. So, that's always a plus, I would say. Elite Visa 500,000 baht. That's correct. That's just for the 5-year one. Henry says, "Wow, you can afford a Thai Elite Visa. You must be rich." I'll let Ross answer that. Cheapest one, there are 3 tiers. Actually, there are 6 tiers. Are you experienced? There are 6 tiers to the Elite Visa. Go More Hike says, unrelated question, can Facebook be monetized? Sure, you can monetize stuff on Facebook, but it doesn't work the same way it does on YouTube. A little bit different. NY says, what are your thoughts on the Baconator controversy? I'm not aware of any controversy. Sorry, man. Henry, rich is a relative term to your lifestyle. Good answer, Ross. George says yes. Cody in Texas says 40,000 sounds like a 20-year visa. Yeah, something like that. Our experience is Bangkok Air is the worst, Cody. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. George says US $40,000 in 2 months. Wow, man. Yeah, I'm not going to ask him what he did, Tommy. I was just getting ready to say something like that. Like, I'm not even going to ask for sure. Gilmore Hike says, I like the Wendy's Baconator sandwich. So do I, man, but I haven't had Wendy's in so long. It's crazy. Ross says, but are they worse than United? Good. How often do I drink Manson? I don't think I've ever drank Manson, but Ross, who has a channel, and Go More Hike, who has a channel, Ross on his channel has done a video on Manson, and it's quite entertaining. You guys should go watch it. John says, I found Bangkok Air quite good, but a little expensive. The air in Bangkok quite good. Oh, you must be talking about the places to live. Let's see. NYDO says, so be it. What was your question? Your thoughts on the Baconator controversy? Yeah, I just don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Carl says, I love Bangkok, but would not think that it would be the most visited city in the world, but it is. Yeah, it's kind of special up here. I like it. I love Bangkok. Love being here. Love everything about it. Cody says, ring the bell all day and night. LOL. Ross says he was ringing the bell. That's not. Oh, yeah. I got you now. Okay, I understand. Ring the bell. Yeah, don't ring the bell. Just don't ring the bell. It's never a good idea. Tommy says Mansom Yellow. Ross says Mansom Yellow is a better pick me up than coffee. Wow. Go More Hike says, speaking of Bangkok, I just got a book from the library today. Probably going to have something to do with Bangkok, I would say. Robert says, what's up from Germany? What's up, Robert? Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you. We're just hanging out, chatting. Oh, and by the way, I don't really promote other people's channels very often, but Rob from 20 Seconds in Thailand had a short live stream yesterday explaining Thai immigration. And if you're worried about your visa or you're worried about coming back or going out, coming back or anything, you should watch that video. That was actually a very good. He did a really good job explaining the basics, and I think it was an important video, and it was a good one to make. So if you get a chance, go over to his channel and watch that live stream. It's only about I don't know, it's 15 minutes or so, but it's some good advice. Cody says, any good energy drink like 5 Hour there? Yeah, they got these little bottles of like rocket fuel for your body, of course. I don't know how well they work. I can't take it because of my heart. Robert says, you live chat a lot, buddy. Live chat, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, but that's a little bit of an overkill. The reason that it's 2 or 3 times a week now is just because I haven't had a chance to get out and go on the weekends like I used to. Let's see. Are you experienced? Says Confucius, say man who walks through door sideways will Bangkok. I have no idea what you just meant, man. Pinkman says, our ETI Elite cost, consider how much annually you will pay for your new medical insurance requirement here. Good point. Red Bull and M150 are both great 5 hours, says Ross. Cody says, I like Rob's channel. Yeah, nothing wrong with Rob's channel. Somebody says, yo, so yo back. Red Bull was invented in Thailand. I didn't know that, Tommy. Is that true? Rick says, what's up, Jeremy? It's a Saturday night in Virginia Beach. Listen, are there U.S. banks in Thailand so that using ATM credit card worries are kept at a minimum, such as replacing lost or stolen cards? Thanks. Ross, that's a better question for you to answer because I haven't run across an American bank here. Typically, you use your ATM card and you're going to get charged a fee for the ATM. Then your bank's going to charge you a fee. And if you don't call your bank ahead of time and let them know that you are coming over to Thailand or anywhere else for that matter, they will likely freeze your account. So you have to make sure that you let them know. Let's see. Credit card worries are kept at a minimum, such as replacing lost or stolen cards, etc. I think uh, credit card worries kept at a minimum is probably yes. So I don't think that would be too much of a problem. Cody says Red Bull tastes a lot better now than when it first came to the U.S. Carl says there's a Citibank in Bangkok. There you go. I knew there was one bank over here for sure, and that was Citibank. Citibank in Bangkok. Joe White says the rough guide to the 100 best places on earth 2020. It's a coffee table travel book. Great photos. Bangkok is the only location in Thailand in the book. Wow. Travel TV, what's up, man? Hope you're not working today, but you probably are. Our experience says yes, the inventor of Red Bull is a Thai man. Wow, I didn't know that. You guys are educating me. I like this. Roger says, just an aside, I enjoyed watching all the vloggers and Thais bundled up in warm clothes for once. Sorry, I know it was funny. I don't have any clothes to keep me warm like that. I donated all my long sleeve stuff to Goodwill when I left. So it is what it is. And but it was funny seeing all the people that were wrapped up in hoodies and sweatpants and everything else when we had a little cold spell come through. And when I say cold, I don't mean cold. I just mean at 6 o'clock in the morning, it was probably about 56 or 57 degrees Fahrenheit, and it felt great. I loved it. That's the coolest temperature I felt in Thailand. DoMoreLife says, I was surprised that Bangkok was the only location in Thailand in the book, but that's what they chose. So am I. Do a quick reaction to the new Sprite commercial at Sprite Cranberry. I can't imagine me doing a reaction video to that. I don't think we have it over here anyway. Or maybe we do and I just haven't seen it. Rick says coming to Davao to retire in 63. Single. My wife died 8 years from San Francisco. Can I there forever? Can you live there forever? You mean in talking about the Philippines, right? As far as I know, you can. To the best of my knowledge. There's Ross's answer. U.S. Bank and Chase will both mail you a replacement card, but it will be FedEx. Citibank is in Bangkok. Best bank if you want to bank both at home and here is HSBC. Good answer, Ross. Love it. Cody says 65 is freezing the ties. 55 or below the Texans. Yeah, I got you, man. Rick, I thought there was Bank of America over there. Nah, I've never heard of that, Rick. I can't say that I've heard that at all. Ball around the world, an Austrian guy visited Thailand and liked the Red Bull, uncarbonated, bought the rights from a Thai owner marketer, changed it, and made billions. Wow. I did not know that. That's good information, man. Red Bull is Thai and Austrian. I think he's following their sentiments. Gilmore Hike says, is there any Lonely Planet or Father's Travel Book fans in the chat? Lonely Planet, I subscribe to them online, but that, it is what it is. No BOA in Thailand. Yeah, no Bank of America over here to the best of my knowledge. So I probably wouldn't rely on Bank of America if it were me. Or any of the other American banks. Get over here, get yourself the necessary documents, and set up a bank account. Robert says, yes, Red Bull, also called Kratin Dang in Thailand. Interesting. Ross says there are two Bank of Americas in Bangkok, but not for personal banking. Interesting. Must be for corporations. Thank you for putting up the PayPal link again. Our experience, I appreciate that. Ross says Bank of America, Thailand is for commercial banking. That's what I thought. Any challenges today? No, I haven't heard any challenges go out. We had a solid day yesterday, and I'm very grateful for that. And we've had a few little contributions today, which I always appreciate. Cody says we had another conversation. I remember most people recommended Bang of Bangkok. Bang of Bangkok? I'm not sure what that is. George wishes me a great day. Thank you very much, George. I appreciate that. Lee says, have you ever checked out the nightclub Onyx or Route 66 or RCA? One of those I've been to, but I can't remember which one. I think it was Onyx, if I'm not mistaken. But that was a long time ago. I would imagine all three of those are probably in the same area, and I'm going to be heading down that way more often and doing some other stuff. That's a good question, Lee, but I can't remember because I haven't really been out at night in the nightclub scene since I've been back in Bangkok. I just been going all day and then trying to rest a little bit in the afternoons, and my body's finally starting to get used to. The daily grind again, and I'll be able to get out and go out and do things like that. How long have you taught in Thailand? I guess going on, let's see, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Probably going on about 19 months. Something like that now. Yeah, about 19 months. Gilmore Hike says, I took a road trip a while back, and part of it was on the real Route 66 road, New Mexico section. When I hear Route 66, that's what I think too. Ross says, Bangkok Bank must have the most locations in Thailand. Next would be Krung Thai. Both are easy to make a new account. I have accounts with both. Yeah, I have accounts with both too. And I've never had a problem with either of them. Rick says, do I have to remarry a Filipino to not buy property? Can I live in Davos single from the USA? Buying property is going to be a problem for you over there, unless you get the right connections. But I can't remember the exact law on it. I would apply. I go over there, find your spot, and then apply for the 13 Alpha or 13A visa, and see what happens. They'll let you know. Roger says, my lady friend retired from Bank of Bangkok. She said it would be easy to set up an account there. It was super easy. Ross says, setting up a new account, you need a passport, cash, long stay visa, also have an hour of time, lots of forms to sign. That's true. Yeet the Veet. How many corn dogs can you eat in a minute? About this many right here. That's how many I can. Pink Man, sorry I didn't introduce myself to you. Your group have always enjoyed your vlogs. First time chiming in. No problem, man. No problem. Cody says he ate a corn dog yesterday, and I would actually love a corn dog. I don't think I've had a corn dog I don't think I've had a corn dog since I left America. Kind of weird. I don't think they have corn dogs over here. They may have something similar, but it's not going to be with the cornbreadish type thing. See, you made me say that again, Gilmore Hike. Thank you. Rob says, my advice is to live in the Philippines renting for at least a year before you think of buying anything, and that is great advice. Great advice. If you don't spend at least 6 months in the Philippines before you decide whether or not you want to stay, you're doing yourself a disservice. I can assure you. They have pancake dogs. That's interesting. Carl says, are there any Russians teaching Russian to Thais for the visitors that visit Pattaya and Phuket? Not to my knowledge, Carl. I've never seen that before. Cody says pancake dogs are fabulous. Yes, they are. I've had them before, but I did not know we had them over here. Madison says, I just joined, but all I know is I love your hat. Thanks, Madison. Appreciate it. This is just kind of my Sunday, fill-in hat kind of thing. Bo says, are there many sporting clubs to join in Bangkok like badminton? Another good question. There are sporting clubs over here, and I imagine they would have badminton because badminton is a sport often played here. I do know that near Pattaya, they have a lot of golf courses with a bunch of clubs and that kind of thing that you can get involved in. Not 100% sure on Bangkok. That's a really good, interesting question. Our experience says you can't buy in PI or Thailand without having a national B on the card with you 51%, but you can lease or rent. Go More Hike says Jeremy is a fashion icon. Don't tell everybody, man. Yes, there are for many expats, says Ross. So take Ross's word for it, Bo. Robert says, before you said you were living in Peru. Nope, I've never said I lived in Peru. I went there on a study abroad trip. Can you say hola vivo in Thailandia? Live in Thailand? What? Hello, live in Thailand? Is that what we're trying to get across here? I'm not sure. Madison says, oh my God, you're in Bangkok like in the movie Hangover. Thank you guys for taking care of moderators, for taking care of the chat today. I really appreciate it. I see that we're starting to get some troll activity going on, and nobody wants troll activity. So with that being said, I appreciate very much everybody who contributed today. Let me answer Edison's question real quick. Speaking of retirement, is it worth it buying a condo for 6 million baht in Bangkok or renting long-term service apartment? A better choice. That depends on if you're going to live here forever or if you're going to leave. That's my personal opinion on that. Roger says, I'll play some badminton with you, bro, or tennis or racquetball or ping pong moving there in January. Those are all legitimate sports that they play here a lot. So that's definitely doable. Yeah, Madison, that's not very good. Anyway, you guys, thank you all for being a part of this Sunday morning, Saturday night live chat, and hopefully I'll get some actual videos out to you guys for next week. If not, we'll pick up the live streaming again, and maybe I'll be able to do a live stream in the afternoons and that kind of thing. Cody says sports that don't require much land. That's true. Very true, Cody. Love you guys. Do More Life fam, all my moderators. Thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it very, very, very much. Everybody take care. Whatever you do today, be sure you do more life.